Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Ricardo Daly, and I'm a teacher of Bible study. If you want to call me that, and I'm going to teach you how the Genesis and how Genesis 4 is in. So let's do that. And the book of Mortars. I'm going to teach you Nephi, chapter 1 and 2. So I'm going to get it now. And we're going to do that. Genesis chapter 4. Let's go to it. Too far. Genesis chapter 4 is, let's see. And Adam known Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Canaan, and said, I have got a man from the Lord. And she again bearing his brother Aben, and Aben was a keeper of the sheep. By Canaan was a till of the ground, and the process of the time he came to pass, and Cain the brother of the fruit of the ground, and offend unto the Lord. And Abel is also brought of the firstling of his flock and of his part. Therefore, and the Lord has respect unto Abel, and he's offend, but unto Cain unto offering. And he has respect on Cain was very worth, and his contents fall. And the Lord said unto Canaan, why are their worth and why their contents fall? If they don't well, shall there not be accepted? And if they don't not well, sinless at the door, unto the shall be his desire, on the shall rule over him. And Canaan takes with Abel his brother, and came to pass when they were in the field, the Canaan rose up against Abel his brother, and saw him. And the Lord said, the Canaan where is Abel their brother? And he said, I know not, I am not my brother keeper. And he said, what haste the voice of thy brother? The blood cries unto me from the ground, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which haste open her mouth to receive thy brother blood for the hand. When they till the ground, it shall not his force yield unto thee, and strength function, and various shall they be earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my pushing is great than can bear. Behold, the haste drive me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face shall be hide, and shall be function, and a fine boom in the earth, and shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall say me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whatever staying case vegetable shall be taken unto him. Unto Cain let any find him shall kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he dwelt in the city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. And Enoch was born on the race of Iraq, me, John, and Mahon, and begin Laban. And Laban took unto him 2 wives, and the name of his was Adam, and the name of other is Zin. And Adam bare Jacob, was his father, the father. And such dwell in the tent of such and cattle. And his brother name was Joel. He was the father of his handle of harp and organ. And she also instruct every harp of base of iron. And the sister was, and Laban said unto him, The wife Adam and Zin heard my voice, and wife of Lanam hearkened unto my speech. For hadst to shame of man to wound, and young man to my hurt. my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, and Laban sevenfold, and Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, called the name Steph, from God. She said, Haste appoint another seed in tents of Adam, who Cain saw. And to Steph, to him also there was born a son, called the name Enoch. There had been a man to call upon the name of the Lord. Okay, what Genesis is talking about is his wife, their 2 sons, which is named Abel and Cain. And she's conceived Cain, got a man of the Lord. And by Cain offense with giving God respect for his son, and then gave birth to, Laban has 2 wives, and he gave birth to Adam and Jabok, if I name the son right. And then we have another brother that had a son, and he has Cain bear 2 sons also with his wife. And then Adam, his wife, bear a son called Steph. And Steph also a son that calls the name Enoch, being man of the Lord. And then the name of street under Enoch, which you call the street called Enoch. So that's the base on Genesis chapter 4 that I'm going to read. So now, since I'm a member of the Book of Mormon is true. I've been reading the Book of Mormon, and they talk about God and talk about the true livings of God. So I'm going to read the 2 chapters I already read with my church, and we're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to close in prayer, and that's it. See, I'm going to show you. I'm going to read the book of Mortars, the handle on the mortars, onto the plate taken from the plate of Nehi. Wherever, wherefore it is a bearment of the records of the people of Nehi, and also of Laban, the writer to the Laban, who is actually no. Let me read the 2 chapters of Nehi. So the book of Nehi, I'm going to read the first one so you can get a, a gist of the chapter. According of Lehi and his wife Sarah and his 4 sons, they called beginning of the earliest Leman, Lehi, Leman, Sam, and Lehi. The Lord wrath the Lehi to depart out of the land of Judah, because he parted unto the people. Consider the iniquity was the stick to destroy his life, and take 3 days' journey into the wilderness with his family. Nehi takes his brethren and returned to the land of Judah, after the records of Judah, to the cordon of the stuff. Take his daughter of Aman, his two wives, to cordon to the stuff that takes the daughter to wife. To take their family and departed into the wilderness, that stuff the fact in the wilderness. The course of their travel, there come to the large water. Nehi brethren rebel against him, and confront them, and build a ship. Then call the name of the place Boneful, and cross the large water into the property's land, and so forth, according to the cordon of Nehi. Of in other words, first Nehi was this records. So the book of Nehi talks about his wife of Sarah has 4 sons, and they going to the land of Jerusalem, and they seeking to destroy his life. I guess they don't like him, and they trying to destroy his life and get him out of the land and go to the wilderness to have another life. And he stuff effect with the brethren, and rebel and he called his ship beautiful. Cause he has a ship, and he built a ship that called in the Beaufort. And then he crossed the large of water into the proper land, and so forth. So Nehi, I'm going to read the first book of Nehi. That says, Nehi begin the records of the people. Nehi is a vision of piles of fire, and reads from the book of prophets. He prays God for foretell that comes of the Mahan of the properties destroyed of the Jerusalem and preserved by the Jerusalem about 600 BC. Okay. Nehi has been born of godly parents, therefore I was taught somehow in all the learning of my father, and have seen my affection in the course of the days. Nevertheless has been favored of the Lord in all my days, yet I have had a great knowledge of the goodness and mystery of God. Therefore I made the records of my process in my days. Yet I made a record into the land of my father, which considered of the learning of the jaws and learning of the Egypt. And I know that the record which I made is true, and made with mine on overhand, and made according to the knowledge. For if it came to pass, come measure of first year of the king of Judah, my father Lehi has dwelt at the Jerusalem in all his days, and in the same year there came many properties unto the people that may respect of the greater city Jerusalem must be destroyed. Whatever he came to pass, the father Lehi has the fourth praise unto the Lord, yet every with a heart bear half of his people. And it came to pass, praying unto the Lord, that came the powers of the fire and dwelt unto a rock before him. And he saw him has much, and because all the things which he saw and heard, his death quake and terrible expert. And it came to pass that he turned to his own house of Jerusalem, and encased himself unto his abode, begin overcome with the spirit and things which he had seen, and become overcome with the spirit in which carry away in the vision, even then saw the heavens opened, and through him saw God seat upon the throne, surrounded with the numbering chorus of the angel, with attitude of the sing of praise to God. And came to pass, he saw one descendant out of the midst of the heavens, and he behalf that his Lord lost was about the sun of noonday. And he saw 12 other followers here, and brightness to extremes that the star of the firmament. And they came down, went forth upon the face of the earth, and the first came upon, stood before my father, and gave unto him the book of battle him, and he should read, and he came to pass that he had read his fill with the Spirit of the Lord, and he read saying, woe unto Jerusalem, for had seen the abundance, yet in many things did my father reconsider and consider Jerusalem, that should be destroyed, and inherits therefore many should perish by the sword of many should be carried away into the Babylon. And he came to pass when my father he read and seen many great and marvelous things, they extort many things unto the Lord, such a great and marvelous and works, O Lord God Almighty. The throne is high in the heavens, and the power and the goodness and mercy over all inheritance of the earth, and because they are merciful, with no soft through he came unto the shall pass. And after the marriage of the father in the pairing his God from his soul, did rejoice, and his whole heart was filled, because the things which he seen yet with the Lord, and showing unto him. And now the first Nephi, to make a full account of the things which the Father has written from haste, written many things which he saw the vision and the dreams, and also haste the many things was prophets shall unto the child, in which shall not make a full account, but I shall make account of the process in my days, because behold, I made a bearment of the records of my father unto the past, which I had made with mine own hands. Whatever ass I have bearen in the records of my father, and there will I make account of mine own wife. Therefore I would yield shall known that after the Lord has shown so many marvelous things unto the father, Lehi consider it the sword of Judah became when the father and the fourth of people begin to decide consider him both the head. And he came to pass that pass of Judah mocked him, because the things which the terrible things. Okay.